I feel, in my personal opinion, is better than the Lulu Kog'Maw, but if you're watching the LPL, Kog'Maw does seem pretty dang strong.
It's just it's so difficult to play both of them, honestly, with all the CC we have in this meta and all the dive clumps and all the collapses that can happen. It's just it works really well if you can execute it perfectly, but it's just so difficult to do. As we'll see what Nongshim want to take here as their first pick. You know, picks like the Ezreal have risen up quite a bit.
Oh, true.
Rumble still very, very high priority for Peanut, and I think that that's probably the path. But for the first time, their priority is there for the Nocturne. It's left open against them, and we will see that one scooped up. Very strong flex pick in this meta.
Ezreal Rumble could be very strong here from DRX, though, if they just want to get raw power.
And there's no way they can ban it. They probably will pick that for the third slot. But here's the Rumble.
This is exactly what we were talking about,
yeah.
Right? These are the two picks that we literally just mentioned, and it makes sense. If you're going down the tier list, Nongshim have 3 of the, next cabs off the rank after the bans have come through. I think it's almost, 100%. Like, if you're looking down the tier list right now that I imagine the coach would have in front of him, these would be the 3 champions that come next.
And he's played the Ezreal Duckdom has with 3 different supports, too. You don't feel like it's one that he needs the Karma for, right? At the beginning, we were like, this is one of the strongest pairings, but it's always taken away. But Duckdom has proven he can play it with so many different styles in that bottom side. The Tahm Kench does.
Was certainly something we slightly overlooked. Maybe they just banned the wrong girl.
Would not expect to see this.
This used to be a very, very strong lane.
Feels very classic.
And there's only it's locked in. Now, here's the Soraka. Okay. We have had, a couple of buffs to things like the Moonstone and the Staff of Flowing Water. So Soraka is going to come in. Kellen, of course, does like his enchanters.
It feels like Nongshim are really trying to set up for what can be a very safe, pokey front-to-back team fight. And with the set, it kind of just all comes together here. And it very likely will be the Nocturne in the top lane, the set in the mid lane, but we'll see what the final matchup will be as DRX lock in their mid laner. Gwen will almost absolutely not be flexed into the mid lane. It's going to be the Orianna.
I actually thought that Dash does go forward, and the mist is down already as well. The fear comes out. They get into the circle as King, and no flash, remember, so can't get over the wall. Duskbringer brings Rich on over, and there's the harpoon. Peanut picks up the first blood. I love that he waits for the cooldown. Gets right on top of him. There's no missing that slow. And a lot of mana, but still, Rich going to respect that fully stacked passive. There's the Facebreaker. Peanut just gets a special delivery Orianna, and goodbye Solka. Not even a chance to get that shockwave
This shouldn't have to happen. This definitely does not have to happen this way, but it's in the mid lane. So he just flashes forward, is able to, with a stun from the Facebreak, get around him and showstop in. Peanut's here for the extra damage. And he actually tries to use his ultimate there, but it wasn't going to save him.
Rich is going to get here first, though, as the Gwen is slowly following. DRX doesn't look like they want to give this one up, as Peanut is going to be able to grab it there. The equalizer does go down already. Pyoshik's out of the fight. True Shot Barrage is going to miss him, as Gori is inside the circle, but that is not where he wants to be. That's going to be the first kill going over to the Gwen. DRX make it a 1 for Herald trade. You might take that, but I think that
Rich has teleport, and Kingen does not. Solka doesn't have it for a few more seconds. This should be, because of map advantage here with the teleports, I don't think that DRX can deny this Infernal.
Yeah, well, this is a dive up towards the top side as Rich, and he's just dead. I was about to say he's in trouble, but no. He's just been taken down. He's all too easy.
He's like at about 7.
Finally, we might actually have a fight. King is just going to walk on in. Shockwave does absolutely nothing, as there's the paranoia. I love it. It finally comes in. Ocean is going to be locked down by Peanut, as Gori gets healed up to high heaven by Kellen, who throws down the wish as well, keeping everyone alive. That being said, no one's died on the side of DRX yet either. They are also being corralled, as Rich may find himself in an odd position. Teleport to come in here as Gori is making his way back. Rich in an uncomfortable spot, but Gori gets himself a huge haymaker. Locks down the Varus and the Orianna. That's so much of the damage as Peanut is just going to light Kingen on fire. The circle goes down, but Kingen is still definitely going to the death chamber, and DRX are not escaping from this. Peanut just flamethrowers the bear to death, and double kill for Duckdom to end the ace.
It's an ace here, Atlas, at this stage of the game. This game is now completely in Nongshim's hands.
If Duckdom is able to get a bit of extra money in as well, as we're going to have a look at this one more time. And I don't know who was responsible for the Orianna coming out of the belly a little bit too early, but it was definitely bad news bears.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy too because, like you said, it's been a very slow.
Peanut trying to get out of here as it's getting a little bit dicey. Gari's on the bottom side of the map though, and the disengage is good from Nongshim. True Shot Barrage gets all of the value in the universe.
And Kingen already used his mist.
Yeah, and in the meantime, Gari's here. Look at him. That's Nexus turrets. He's smacking them down. He's doing so much damage alongside these minions as there's another showstopper. Gari should be able to find a face breaker. Yeah, there it is. Max range. Haymaker's not going to land because Pyosik runs a little bit too quickly, but this is Nexus turret number 2. And Gari with this massive damage build that's still very tanky is doing so much work, and the Nexus goes down. Nongshim just cruise their way to a win.
Very, very clean play from Nongshim across the board. Really love to see the early jungle control that we saw from Peanut, just taking away a lot of what Pyosik is able to do on the map, keeping Rich stable. But it was Gory who came up big in the lane, was super stable, got an early kill, was always